Hey, how's it going guys? My name is Mik and welcome back to a new video. Since so many of you have asked for it, I'm here to make an entire playthrough of the entire map of Dark Souls 3 on no clip, which means we're gonna find every hidden secret, every hidden area, and eventually every hidden decision the team had to make in order to change the environment. There's gonna be lots of shit hidden, so stay tuned for it. I'm gonna try and keep it as short as I can, but there's plenty of stuff we need to discuss, so let's start the first episode. Let's start right away by creating a new character. And here we are in the Cemetery of Ash, the very first place everyone sees while we start the game. Okay, before I went ahead, I wanted to check what there is actually hidden in the first spot on this area. And the short answer is nothing, although since this is a similar area in the Dark Firelink Shrine, I figured there was something down, some texture that reminded to it, but I honestly found nothing. And here I actually found this area, which is not a physical area you can go to, but you can actually walk on it if you try. I mean, you have to no clip to go here, but while you're there you can actually, yeah, kinda as you can see, you can actually walk on the majority of it. The first thing we actually, all of us, have to do while we wanna no clip in this area is to go and see this place here is actually the entrance to the Dark Firelink Shrine, but we won't see that now, we will see that ahead. But if you're interested into watching why this thing is here and how to get to it, how to no clip it and everything that surrounds this place, I've made a video already, and if you click here you can watch it and there is everything you need to know about this place. So let's skip it, let's go ahead. So many of you have asked, what is the castle we can find here? What is this area? Why it's not accessible? What there is in this castle? Now, if we get close enough while no clipping, we can explore the entirety of it. Another thing so many of you have asked, what is hidden where there is the first crystallized lizard, gigantic crystallized lizard? Well, nothing. I thought about it. I thought that there was something the lizard was guarding, some secret, I don't know, some lore hint, but there is actually nothing. But if we get close enough, we can see that this lizard is at the feet of what might seem like the base of kind of a gate from this castle. But there is nothing to be found, there is actually nothing in it, and the lizard is there just for no reason. I mean, no reason. So what is the most interesting part in this area? It's actually the castle. And we are gonna explore the shit out of this castle because there is so much to talk, there is so much to discuss, there's so many speculation that I wanna make. We are gonna start by seeing this branch of the castle here, that if we look closely we can understand how it is merged into the stone of the mountain, because, well, actually the intro says Lothric is the place, the world in which every other world collapse and collide into. So it's not the first time we see something as of mixed into a mountain, for example. It might be because every world converged into this, everything, you know, spawn where it's not belonging, and it might be that this castle it's just spawned in here. It was not, didn't belong here, but I don't know. I like to think about that. That's the reason why this castle is here and why it is so merged with the stone. But if we get close enough, we can understand that there is some similitude with another castle that we might know, starting by those red kind of like, you know, pointy thing. How those things are called? I don't know how those things are called. Something really interesting is the architecture of this place. which again reminds us of another castle we have already seen in this game, but it's really complex. Not the majority of it is of course not rendered, but we can see how it would have worked if it were a physical normal place. If we go more in detail, we can actually see even some window, really nice decorated. There are some roof that, you know, seem like they have a purpose. And this red tower, yeah, tower might be the good term for it. This thing doesn't make any sense, but the red towers, they are actually really nice and well made. And there is plenty of pointy towers in this area. There's even this roof which has a strange pattern on it. And one starts to wonder, where have I seen this stuff already? It seems like I've seen it already. Now from here it's not likely that you understand what I'm talking about, but we will get in deep with it. We will start talking about this very soon, because when we explore this area, which is actually hidden from our view while we're playing the game because it's behind what we can see, and since it's not even really properly rendered, it's almost impossible to see it. But it seems like it's ended, it's kinda finished. It's not polished, it's not rendered in the end, but it's, look at that, you can actually see some stairs, you can see other stairs leading up to another place, and there are different towers with different level, which actually seems like there was a lot you could do in here. And you start to think why in the end it didn't make it into the game. Is this cut content? Was this supposed to be something else? And everything is really strange, as in particular here, everything starts to be more, you know, more known to my eyes while I'm exploring this. Oh, this is my favorite part. Look how this is almost over. You can't actually stand on it because it's not a physical place, but everything here at this level is almost over. It's almost finished, almost polished to be out, you know, but it's not in the end. And another thing that I love is this roof, which has something which, I don't know, it seems like scraps or something broken. I was fantasizing about it. Maybe it was supposed to, you know, break and something come out of it. I don't know. I play too much D&D. I imagined a dragon coming in and out of there. You know, something really cool. But no, to understand what this complex of castles or, you know, towers is, we actually have to go on the more hidden part, which is the one who is behind all of this stuff. So if we start to go here and actually take a closer look at it, I finally understood why I believe that I've seen it already. Look at that and look at this video I'm showing to you. Don't you have seen this place already? I did. I honestly did. And going ahead from this exact spot, everything we will find would be identical to that. So I'm gonna actually give you a little bit of video about exploring that other place and the similarity this place has with the actual castle. So everything, it's identical to it. It seems this one is obviously a scaled down version, non-rendered, non-finished, non-polished. It's a raw version. So actually makes me wonder, makes me arise a couple of questions. So I was thinking about it, and I've heard from an interview that Miyazaki came in development of this game when they were already at a certain point. So it might either be that they developed something in this area, that it got completely scrapped when Miyazaki came into the development, because he actually said that everything they have done was not so good, so he had to, you know, make a lot of mess to adjust everything. So either they already had created something like the actual castle in here with different things, and Miyazaki told, no, we don't want this stuff here, let's bring this stuff into another place, which would actually make sense. Or either we can believe that this is randomly generated, or not even so randomly, but just generated to fill a gap in this place. But they didn't have to go that long of a effort. If you actually see, you can keep continuing to look at it, and there are so many things in this area. So it's kind of strange. Either they have randomly generated it, but I'm not sure about it. This is kind of strange. I don't think they even do this stuff. Or I don't know why bother to put all that much of a castle in here. There's not much I can talk about because it's identical to the actual castle we will see in the next episode. I mean, it's totally nice. I had so much fun digging through it, but it's identical. And it's kind of a... If they put it there because, you know, they were kind of lame, kind of late in development, I don't really like it. I'm not a fan of this. I don't like too many reused assets in this game. There can be, obviously, of course, but I don't know, this is too much maybe. I don't know. I don't even know what I asked to them. While I was driving, flying here, I noticed those trees. And in this game you kind of never see those trees. There is a place in which you see a little bit of them, but there is an actual forest in here. It's not rendered, of course, it's not a physical place, nothing, it's actually an object, it's just a painting in here. But there is an actual forest. There is no reason why this was supposed to be here. I mean, you can see it from the rest of the map, but just a little bit. Do they bother to put all that much trees in here just to give that effect to the map? Or maybe they were planning on doing something in here. They are still planning to do something? I don't think they are. I don't think there's gonna be any, I don't know, forest DLC. But maybe they started from a forest. Who knew? Maybe, you know, maybe they were planning on a story that starts in the forest. Maybe when Miyazaki came into the development team, they started the game in the forest and there was an entire different plot and Miyazaki changed it. So I don't know, it's pretty to think about it, it's pretty to speculate. There is no actual reason why they had to put it there. The only hints that I can find about this forest here is if we go up to the Farthing Shrine roof, we can actually see that from here you can see a little bit of the forest on my right. Other than that, other than just showing a little bit of the trees, there is no reason. I mean, I can understand why they did put a castle in there. The castle is amazing. It looks imponent and outstanding, but the forest, look at it. Those 4 trees. What's the reason of them? Maybe they were planning on doing something with them. Maybe there's gonna be something in the future. I have no fucking idea. Okay, and to end this video, we're gonna see the actual last stage of this no clip video. If we go to Yundex here in his area, we can actually explore the entirety of the map by no clipping. And by looking at the arena, you get a sense that it's kind of like a Colosseum, kind of like the normal Roman Colosseum, in which the champion, which is actually Gunder this time, it's watched by the people. And it kind of fit with the lore because he had to prove his worth, or maybe everyone who came to defeat him had to prove his worth to someone or the judge himself, and everyone were to spectate the entirety of the combat from there, which kind of makes sense. They probably dropped that in there to let you believe it was a possibility. Maybe in the past, maybe this is an area that merged from another world in which those things were kind of usual. And I also trying to enter the coffin, but there's actually nothing you can understand by it. I don't really know if it belonged to Yorm. It might be. There's no hint in the video in the beginning. I have no idea. It's the only one we can find this game, I believe. I'm not sure about it. We will see anyway. But I don't know. No hint. Nothing. We can speculate about it in the comment. Let me know what you think. And the last thing, which I actually had more fun in watching, there's not actual need of no clipping. If we fight the Yundex or Udex, why did I put an N there? Beat his crap until he becomes chaotic, evil, all that stuff that happens. If we run in a place where he can get us, in this case I'm not clipping, so it's way easier, we can actually see him, you know, free roam in the area, which is something I've never did. We can see how he moves. It's, I don't know, I thought it was kind of interesting watching him free roam in his natural state of things, which usually we don't get to see because we kill the crap out of him. So let's get the Ember, let's get to the next area, which is gonna be actually the Firelink Shrine. We are gonna talk in deep about it. If you wanna know everything that surrounds this area, I already made a video into what there is secretly in, you know, in the Dark Firelink Shrine, but it's kinda like the same thing. So give it a look. We're gonna explore this area in the next episode. I'm gonna end this video here and see you on the next one, which is gonna happen quite soon-ish. Bye bye.
Ashen One, what is wrong?